If you want to become the kind of person whose brain is full of creative ideas, you do not need any special talent. In reality, most people have the wrong idea about creativity. They think creative people are born with something different inside them. They believe people like Einstein, Newton, or Pablo Picasso were simply born creative. And to some extent, that may be true. But the reality is very different. Creative people often take existing things, experiences, and information and connect them in a new way to create something different. Take Elon Musk as an example. He believed that rockets should be able to go into space and then come back to Earth instead of being used only once. NASA and other space companies had already been building rockets, but the idea of making rockets reusable created a completely different approach. The same thing happens in science. Many new discoveries are built on knowledge that already exists. In simple words, creativity does not always start from zero. Very often, it starts by connecting different things together. So the question is, how can you train your brain to come up with more creative ideas? You need a simple system. Step 1. Learn about as many different things as you can. Read books, watch videos, listen to other people's experiences. Learn from science, history, business, psychology, and everyday life. Because when you have different kinds of information in your mind, it becomes much easier to connect different ideas. But there is one important thing to remember. Simply collecting information is not enough. If you keep watching videos, reading books, and listening to other people's ideas without trying to create anything yourself, you will not get much benefit from all that information. So whatever you learn, try to use it. Write something, build something, test something, even if the result is very basic at first. Step 2. Now build another habit. Whenever an unusual idea, an interesting thought, or a useful observation comes to your mind, write it down immediately. It does not matter if the idea seems useless at first. Sometimes a business idea, a sentence from a book, or a small observation from everyday life can later become part of a completely new concept. You never know which small idea might become useful later, so keep a record of them. Step 3. After some time, go back to the ideas you have collected and look at them again. Then ask yourself, what would happen if I used this idea in a completely different place? Can I combine these two things to create something new? These questions can lead you to connections that were not obvious in the beginning. For example, Leonardo da Vinci studied the way birds fly in great detail. He tried to connect what he observed in nature with machines and the idea of human flight. As a result, he designed flying machines that were far ahead of his time. This is a famous example of taking an idea from one field and applying it to another. And that is the pattern. New ideas often appear when you connect two different fields, concepts, or experiences. The best part is that you can do this at any time. For example, suppose you want to start a regular bookstore. What would you normally do? You would have a place where people come, buy books, and leave. But now combine the idea of a bookstore with the idea of a cafe. Create a place where people do not just come to buy books. They can sit and read, have coffee, and spend time there. By combining two different ideas, you have created a completely different experience. And you can use this same method with almost any idea. That is the real point. You do not need some special ability to become creative. You need to collect ideas, save them, and look for connections between them. Because a great idea does not always appear out of nowhere. Sometimes, it is already hiding between two ordinary ideas that are sitting right in front of you. Your job is simply to connect them,